Hi, my name is Lashana. For you all who don't know, it's Lashana. I was telling my story of how my mother made me put a habanero pepper inside of my vagina in front of her wife when I was 14 years old. Okay, so I'm going to do a little recap. I'm going to finish the story and I'm going to say what made me finally tell my truth. Okay. All right. So basically, I'm doing a recap now. When I was 14, my mother married a woman, and me and her always never seen eye to eye. At first, we liked each other, but then we never fucked with each other. Like, it never clicked. All right. Excuse my nails. I'm in the middle of doing them. So she basically, my mother was texting her baby daddy, and I haven't clarified that, and the wife had found out. Long story short, so basically she was trying to find my mother. So I'm like, no. So and that resulted in her moving out. So when she moved out, my mother's going through it or whatever, and finally the bitch moved back in. So when the bitch moved back in, she basically was like, I felt like they wanted to cause harm on me, so make me like feel some type of way. So they try to belittle me, they try to drag me, like they did so many things, y'all. Like my door off the hinges. They did a lot to try to piss me off so I can like retaliate. But I just held my cool and I never don't fuck with y'all no more. You feel me? Like, who does that? So one day I had got in trouble at school for fighting, and that resulted in me getting suspended for 3 days. So it was an assignment due during that time, and I couldn't turn it in, and them bitches wasn't gonna turn it in for me. They hated me, like I said. They just didn't want to see me prosper. So I knew they wasn't gonna turn it in. So basically, when I got back to school the following day after, I got suspended, I had to make the assignment up. So I didn't want to be behind. So basically, I skipped into the library. After that, my principal caught me skipping, and to tell him, bitch, don't call her, I'm gonna get in trouble. And I just got into 9th grade, and this was about in August, and this was September. So I was fairly new. So I just got into a fight, and they like, you feel me? Like, bitch, you a troublemaker. No, already a troublemaker. School just started. No. They just didn't know me. He just said he's not gonna call her. So I'm like, okay, he understands, da-da-da. This motherfucker called her. So I get to the house. This bitch got her wife there, her wife's brother, and her sitting on the couch. So she like, drop your drawers, whatever, the whole, get naked, because you finna get your ass whooped. And I'm like, no, not in front of them. This bitch like, get naked. I'm like, no, not in front of them. Like, you could whoop me in the back room. She started taking it off of me and whooping me. Whatever. Pussy all in the air, like I said, in front of them two. I was really like feeling some type of way because what? Who are these people? She just married her no more than 8 months ago. So I'm like, what? And for as long as I've known her was in that time frame, 8 months. No matter how long I've known her, I'm not gonna know me. So basically, she made me do all that, and I was like, I'm thinking like, what the fuck? So she beating me. The brother, like, he just get uncomfortable, so he leave, and the wife like sitting there just looking like, you feel me? So she seen everything I got, basically. She seen me all fucked up, face fucked up, like as I stated, and those pictures in right here somewhere. Anyways, I'm so goofy. I'm so goofy because it's a sad story, but I overcame it. So I really don't even care no more because they only hurt themselves at the end of the day. People only hurt themselves when they try to do shit to others. Basically, after she seen that I was whipped, bruised up, marked up, face fucked up, she didn't care. She was like, go get the pepper out the jar. I'm like, no. She was like, go get the pepper out the jar. I'm like, no. This bitch punched me down like, bitch, go get the pepper out the jar. I'm like, no. So then fuck it. I finally went to go get the pepper out the jar. And I got the biggest one because if I didn't, it was going to be problems. So I got the fucking pepper out the jar. I go back in the front room and I'm like, standing there. So she like, put it in. And I'm like, put it in where? She like, but she said, put it in your pussy, bitch. And I'm like, no. She's like, bitch, put that shit in your pussy or I fucking will. Bitch like, no, I'm not putting nothing in my pussy. No. Yeah, put it in there. No more than 10 minutes. I was waiting, just seeing, What the fuck going on? How long is she gonna have me standing here? What the fuck is she gonna do? Like, why? Like, how is this even, how is this even pleasure for y'all? Like, y'all. So after that, she was like, take your ass in the fucking shower. I'm like, whatever. So I'm walking to the bathroom so slow because I'm in pain. Like, I'm in so much fucking pain. It hurts so bad. But I'm like, you can't show them. You can't show them that you fucking care. And you can't show them that you have any feelings towards this. Because if you show them that you heard about this, they gonna keep doing it. Like I told y'all, they kept on trying me. She poured Dettol on me. Dettol is this little, it's something like alcohol, but you get it from a Caribbean store. We use it for our like scrapes, you can use it for burns, shit like that. It's like that, stuff like that. And she poured it all over my motherfucking body as I'm in the shower, like she's pouring it on me, so basically the cuts can heal fast. That's how she knew with a cut or anything. Anytime we get in trouble, that's what she put on us. Boom, and it fucking works. So she wasn't like it just sealed up, but you feel me? It was healing it. So she like, bitch, fucking hurry up, take a shower, finish what you doing, and you'll learn then. She made sure that I couldn't close the bathroom door. What the fuck? Like, why are they doing it? She took my phone because she knew I was going to call my aunties because they were the only people I knew who would come and do something about the fucking situation. So, motherfucking... I walked to the bathroom slowly. I did that purposely so I could make sure that the fucking pepper fell out or did something. It did not. It stayed in there. So as I'm walking slowly to the fucking bathroom, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is this shit gonna come out? It didn't. So I'm in the shower trying to pull it out. This motherfucker never came out. So I felt like it disintegrated inside of my body within, I don't know. But that pepper never came out. Never. So I'm like, I was going fucking crazy the next day. That whole time I was in there. And basically, she was timing me in the shower. So basically, she was like, hurry the fuck up. Like, hurry up, get out of the fucking shower. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't wear my fucking water, shit like that. So I'm like, still hurt. Like I said, my mind switched. After that, I was like, fuck everything. Fuck all these bitches. Mind you, I was already like, fuck everything. So that was like, fuck everything times a million. Because what? Yo, after that, like, nothing could faze me. So next day came, and the wife mother owns a few daycares. So every time someone gets in trouble, that's where they gotta go, to the daycare to help out. If you already fucking whooped me, I'm already in trouble. You took my phone, whatever you did. If you already punished me, why am I being punished more by going to your wife's mother daycare? It doesn't even matter if it's wife's mother's daycare. It's the fact that, why am I not at school? Why am I going to sit here and help them with their motherfucking shit when they should already have fucking workers there? Why am I even here? Why am I even... So anyway, she told me I was going to stay there until she felt like it was time for me to go back to school. And basically that was for only 2 days. So I stayed there for 2 days, helped them, worked, whatever, It was a family-owned daycare, so they wasn't going to ask me what was wrong with my face. They wasn't going to ask me nothing about me. They already knew what was wrong with me. They already didn't fucking like me. They already was, you feel me? They already had their mind made up who and what I was in their head. So basically, they was not going to fuck with me. Like, I beat her daughter up. So come on. And so they didn't want nothing to do with me. You feel me? To them, I was troubled. I don't even know nothing to motherfucking about me, bitch. So for y'all to say a bitch is trouble, y'all motherfucking trouble. What the fuck is troubled? See what the fuck is wrong with the person that's fucking sitting there saying a bitch is troubled. A bitch ain't troubled. Anyways, so care that I had all them bruises on me. They didn't care about anything about that. So I was like, whatever. After that, the 2 days passed. I get back to school. I made sure I stayed out of authority face. So I didn't have to be... See, I wasn't even the type of... I'm finna tell on her. Because my mother met her wife at an adoption agency. Both of them adopted 2 girls each, ironically. And that's how they met. So I was like, why would I tell the teachers or anybody, authority, that my mama just did this to me? Where are we gonna go? They both just adopted 4 little girls. They're in our home. Obviously, if they're good enough to come to our home and stay with us, basically, and they don't give a fuck about me, like, nobody cares. They're gonna chalk it up. So I already knew, you feel me? Don't go and tell on my mama, because what is gonna happen when you telling your mama? Y'all gonna go somewhere that's worse than where y'all already at. So why would I go tell on her when Okay, we get put in the home. It's gonna be worse than being there with her. Then them girls where they just came from, I was just always thinking of others. It was just gonna be an ongoing battle of fuck that shit. I just couldn't do that to them. So I was like, I could hold my own. They can't. That's how I was thinking. So I was like, I'm not gonna tell. I'm not telling. And basically, like I said, I just got in trouble for fighting. So finally, they probably was like, the bitch finally got what she deserved. You feel me? So my peers, I told them that I got into it with a group of people, and that's how I got that mark on my eye. So that's probably was the little talk that they ran with it like that. That's how the bitch got the mark on it. So the authority never cared. The teachers don't care. You feel me? And that's basically, I went the whole time with that mark on my eye. Nobody asking me nothing. Nobody giving a damn, and me not telling. Because, come on, I'm not going to tell. So that's how it was. After that, that bitch really hated me. Her and her wife. They tried to do, everything they tried to do to me, it just wouldn't work. So, like I said, a lot of shit happened between them, but my story is long. I'm not like a lot of people. My story is not beginning to end. It has a lot of fucking parts in it. And, you feel me? I'm still in it. So, bear with me with my storytelling. Thank you. 16 now. I worked at Burger King from 16 all the way up until I was just about to turn 19. So yeah, a month before I turned 17, this bitch kicked me and my brother out. Okay, let me show you that little story, because, you know, it all ties in. To stay all the way up until I can leave, like, until I can fucking go. So they basically thought that I was coming home later than what I was supposed to come home. Y'all already used to call my job to see if I was at work. Y'all used to come up there to see if I was at work. Where else am I going to be? I'm going to be at work. Money. Come on, I want to get to the money. This is how she kicked me out. My brothers wasn't getting along with her wife either, but okay, so in all, there were 8 kids in the house. 4 was adopted, and 4 my mother had of her own. 2 were my brothers, and the rest were girls. So my brothers, they always used to steal Deidre's shit. So they always used to steal Deidre's clothes, her shoes, her Nike, anything new, because my mama bought Deidre new shit and she never bought them nothing, and they wore the same size. So basically, she buying her new shit, she not even wearing the shit. So basically, they was like, let me take it, as they should. You should buy them shit too. Maybe they wouldn't have taken it. You feel me? Deidre kept finding shit in my brother them room. So basically, she would take their shit from them. So she would take their shit like they care about, like they games, they controllers, little shit like that. She'll take little shit from them. My mama never liked me and my youngest brother. And it's not like we were bad, because for me to tell y'all all this, it takes me, because I don't really like talking. We were always sheltered. We couldn't go anywhere. We were just closed. Like, we was always behind. We couldn't do anything. Like, social weirdos. Freaking awkward. Like, awkward as fuck. Okay? Like, we were awkward around people. So one day she was like, come here, Shaw. So I went in the room with her and him and my other brother. Send your little brother to Miami. And I'm like, what you sending my little brother to Miami for? He don't know nobody in Miami, because that's where we're from. We're originally from Miami, Florida, but we moved away, this and that. So when we moved away, he was so young, he don't even know the fucking area. He don't know nothing about it. He won't even know anything about nothing that has anything to go on with Miami. That's how green we were. So basically, she was like, I'm gonna send him to Miami with my uncle, and he gonna live there, because I can't deal with this no more, and I can't deal with him. I'm tired of him doing all of this and that. I'm thinking, both of them stealing from her, so why only him going? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like all 3 of them having a little fucking war. So why are you just picking on my little brother? The second note is doing the same thing. Like, why are you only sending him away? Send both of them away. Until I realized what this bitch was doing. So she gonna say, unless you want me to get y'all an apartment. Exactly the way I looked at y'all, that's exactly what she did. She was looking at the floor and she was like, unless you want me to get y'all an apartment. And looked up at me like that. And I'm like, what? An apartment? Bitch. I'm thinking, I was like, yeah, because you're not finna send him to Miami. He don't even know nobody in Miami. I'm still trying to talk regular to her, like, whatever you gotta do to not send my brother to Miami. Because, bitch, he will get killed. Let's be real. He'll get killed. So why the fuck would you send him there? You know, like, you basically washing your hands off of him from something that, like, no. So I was pissed. I was like, no, you're not finna do that. Okay, blah, blah. So basically, I'm like, yeah, get us an apartment, whatever, da-da-da. So this was like a Tuesday. I'm thinking, I go back to she was like, all right, I'll see what I can do. I'm going to get it together, da-da-da. I'm going to figure it out. I'm like, okay. In my head, I'm like, this bitch will never do this. This bitch ain't thinking about, this bitch will never let, even though she did all that stuff to me, she still played me and still, like, from, I was 14 to I was 16, y'all, I had any and everything I wanted. I never wanted for anything. Even though I had my own job, because you're not going to tell me what phone, you're not going to take no phone from me or give me no money or not give me no money. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to control that. So basically, anything else I had 8 cars, not bragging or anything. I had 8 cars in my whole lifetime, and I'm 24 years old. She bought 3 of those cars from when I was 14 till I was 16. After that, it was a wrap. So I didn't want for anything or need it for anything. She felt guilty after what she did. So basically, she tried to keep my mouth closed. Like, she would never do this. She, like, I'm her baby. In my mind, I'm her baby. She would never let her baby go out. Yeah, she having problems with my little brother. Yeah, that going on. But she will not kick me out. So whatever, it's just she's just talking. She just trying to. I felt like she was just trying to scare him into being, you know, a better child. And you know, if you keep doing this, you're going to Miami. If you don't, you're staying here. Like, basically, I thought she was giving him an ultimatum. That bitch wasn't. Friday came, bitch, we was gone. So this how it happened. I just got paid from Burger King. So she was like, she gonna pay everything. She gonna put down on the lights. She gonna put down on the deposit for our apartment, everything, y'all. I'm thinking it moved this fast in real life. She been had this in work. It was a month before I was fucking finna turn 17. So I'm in 12th grade. So as soon as I get in 12th grade, bitch, you kick us out? Like, what? Yo, I didn't think I was gonna graduate. I had a little girlfriend. Her girlfriend paid the deposit for the lights, and I paid the deposit for the apartment. I was so mad. Yo, my $465 was the deposit. My motherfucking check was like $489, no more than $490 something. Y'all, I didn't have nothing in my pocket, nothing. Okay, she gave us $100 of food stamps just to fill up the house. That time, that's it. After that bitch ain't never fuck with us. That bitch ain't left us out there in the motherfucking dry. She basically left us out there to live on our own and fend for ourselves, to die. Y'all, we were green as fuck. We didn't even go outside on the porch when we was living with her. We couldn't, or we would get in trouble. So why would you even let your kids move out on their own, not even knowing how to fend for themselves? Yeah, I can cook. She always used to say shit like, I don't want you to be like my sisters. I don't want you to be like my sisters. I don't want you to have little problems like my sister have. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to always be on top. I understand that, but you don't just throw your kids out there to no motherfucking body. You don't do that. You just don't do that. You just don't throw them out there. So basically, I'm like, I gotta fucking do for us. I gotta fend for me. We in our apartment, a 1-bedroom apartment. So y'all, it was hell. It was her own well-being over ours, and that's not how it should be. Then it's not the fact that we didn't actually be put in this world. You sheltered us for what? Then when we're old enough to get out in the real world and to learn shit, we don't know shit, make so many mistakes, do all this other dumb shit. No, that's not how it should be at all. People should not do that to their kids at all. Like, what the fuck? They wonder why people are troubled. Anyways, after that, me and my little brother, we just strained from my mother. We wasn't fucking with her. So we realized that she kicked us out for her, and like, you know, it dawned on us as us sitting in that fucking apartment alone all the time. Like, y'all, no cable, no nothing. We had to do for ourselves. Like, we literally had to start from scratch. Like, it's so sad, but yo, we did it. Y'all, children, high school, so activities. I never got to be a child. So me doing this shit, me basically already taking care of my brothers and sisters at home, then having to leave and take care of them as well as I am on my own thing. I was fucked up because they were like my children. And this is why I say brothers. So after my brother seen, the second oldest, after he seen that me and my brother wasn't fucking with her like that, was doing whatever he wanted to do. Like, you know, okay, we're all like 2 years apart, all 4 of her kids. So they're not going to listen to me. I'm like their fucking teenage nanny. So basically, they would run over me. They would leave out the house, y'all, doing all this extra shit. I'm like, what the fuck? basically acting like teenage boys. So the motherfuckers will run over me. So he seen that he could get away with anything. So he basically moved out. After he moved out, she started going through it. She like, nah, what the fuck you doing? You not moving out. You move out. You stay out. What? She gave him an ultimatum like, you better come back or else. Bitch, you gave us an ultimatum. We gotta leave or else. What? That don't make no type of sense. After he moved in with us, they just was fucking fucked. They just was doing too much. Shit just went downhill. We basically had to fend for ourselves. And after that, I've been on my own ever since. Like, her for anything. I don't talk to her anymore as of today. The only reason why I was talking to her was because my little sister, and I know she wouldn't do anything like that to my little sister or to any of my siblings. She only did that to me because she hate me. Vendetta against. She always knew how big I was on family and siblings. So she knew damn well what to do and what not to do to dangle the strings, over my head. Oh, that my little sister growing up, she know that I want to hang out with her. She know I want to talk to her. She know my little sister want to do the same. Come with me, talk to me, hang out with me, you feel me? Basically, be with her big sister. So so every time she wanted something from me or asked me to do something, it was always, then you could get such and such. Then such and such could come over. Then if you do this for me, you can have her. Like, what? My sisters basically was thinking, she don't want me over her house. That's what my mother was making them feel. But in our reality, I'm not finna keep doing all this shit just so I can have y'all over here. That's not how it should be. If you know this was making them happy, you shouldn't continue to keep me from them. The only reason why you keep me from them is so I wouldn't tell the type of person that you are. And that's so sad because people sit there and be quiet for their abusers every fucking day. And that's not how it should be anymore. Fuck that shit. These abusers are living good, making everybody feel like they the shit, y'all. While us victims are sitting here crying, hurt, fucking up our day-to-day lives. Yes, we get happy. Yes, we have relationships. Yes, we have families. We have all the shit. We sit there and act like we happy because we sitting there in the back of our minds thinking, why the fuck is this motherfucker not realizing or hurt about what they did to us? Because we don't make them feel like that. We make everything feel like it's okay. We bundle all of this shit up inside of us and let others, our real loved ones, pay for it while our abusers sit there and live good. Hurt people hurt people. So basically, if you don't tell or you don't feel as though you need to say something, how are everybody gonna perceive me? Fuck them! Fuck what everybody gotta say. Fuck what everybody about, and fuck how everybody trying to make you feel. It's about you motherfucking feel. It ain't a perfect world, but yours can be. And that's why I don't let nobody fucking faze me. Look at all this white shit on. That's what happens when you talk a lot. Ugh. Unsanitary. Anyways, but for real, like, I've been fucking was done with the shit to the back of my mind, but I'm a new mom. I just had my daughter 7 months ago, and she makes me so fucking happy. Y'all, I never thought I could even have kids from that whole little situation that I had with my mother. But y'all, my daughter is beautiful, and she is so smart. Like, people say, oh, my kid is smart. Oh, my kid does this. No. More consistent. I'm going to start being more up to my social life. I don't even know where I would be right now if I didn't have my baby girl. So, listen. Me, as I'm saying this, I'm done with the hurt. I've been done. But the only reason why I've brought up the whole situation again, talking about the whole situation to my boyfriend, and he was like, that's rape. And I'm like how my face just changed. This is exactly the little switch that came back. Like I said, when I said that switch before, after they did that to me, I was numb. I said, fuck everybody, fuck everything. I'm going to fend for me, and it's all about my feelings and all about how and what I care about. When my boyfriend was like, that's rape, y'all, it's like a switch game. And I wasn't even myself for about a good 2 weeks. And during that time, I was still talking to my mother. Like, everything was still all fine and dandy. Everything was still all good. But it wasn't. It wasn't. And out of nowhere, I just stopped talking to her. She didn't know why. She couldn't figure it out. She kept asking me. And how I am, when I'm done with somebody, no matter who it is, I cut all ties. I stop writing you. I stop talking to you. I unfriend you. We don't have nothing else to talk about. You could write me 50 times a day. You can call me 100 times a day. I would just watch it. I would just end it. Because it's all about my happiness. That's the only reason why I finally told my truth. I was starting to become the not so happy-go-lucky person that I am. And my baby can't see that. My daughter does not deserve that. And I can't think about nobody else but me and her. And don't be fucking joking about how I talk and this and that. Don't. Because I talk a little fast. And, yeah. Thank you for listening. Hope you all have a